Well, howdy, 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 nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this, a late edition of Welcome to the Day. It is, well, it's 7:23 a.m. For me, this is late. This is hours late because I've got my first video that's due at 9 o'clock. So that's only an hour and a half away, and it's going to take a good 45 minutes to an hour to render. So this is going to be tight. Sorry about that. I fell asleep about midnight last night. I said, gosh, I got so much time. I got like 2 or 3 hours to kill. What am I going to do? So I started watching more videos, and then I woke up at 7:30. Yay. So I'm freezing. It's like 77 degrees in here, but because I'm anorexic, I don't eat very often. Maybe once a day. And I've discovered that when I need to eat, when my body needs to fuel, I am freezing. Oh, so cold when that happens. That means I need to eat. I'm out of fuel. And right now, at 77 degrees, I am freezing. I got my space heater right next to me. I had to move my little hamster buddy cage over just to the side. In fact, I want to show you who that is. Come on, little guy. Hey, little guy. Come on. I want you to say hi to everybody. Here we go. He's another one of my, he doesn't have a name, oddly enough. He's just my friend. He looks like Bumbles, but Bumbles is bigger and has much more white on him. But Bumbles is a very awesome hamster, and actually, he is a very awesome hamster too. He just doesn't have a name. I don't know why I've never named him, but he's a really nice guy. I wonder why I've never named him. Now I feel sad because I never named this little guy. Well, if you want to have a name for this little guy, if you could drop it down in the comments, that would be awesome. I'll name this little guy whatever happens to be the little name because he's a good fellow and I really like him. But that being the time, also yesterday I had minus 60 bucks in my checking account because electronic transfers take time. They take 2 to 5 days, and it was like Friday and Saturday, and so I've had lots of GoFundMe money on the way and not had any actual money, which is story of my life. Here we go, little guy. Back in the little hamster buddy chair. Oh, a friend of mine just messaged me. Because I didn't have any money last night and I was out of cannabis, my checks showed up yesterday. I had to go write a check for $20 over. I'm not going to say that I wrote a check when I was $60 negative because my bank honors checks up to minus 500. I'm not going to say I did that. But I did buy 4 half-gram pre-rolls last night because I was out of cannabis. I smoked one of them. It was a Reefer brand. Grape Ape. It was a half gram. It was 4 half-grammers I bought, and it was still 20 bucks. A Herb Country brand Critical Mass. Now these ones, even though they've got all sorts of funny little names, they're all packaged for TJ's Cannabis. So no matter the names and all that, it's from a fairly local grower, and they're selling to this one place, and so they make their own labels. Oopsie! For them. I'm using this bloody clumsy hand. I don't know why I'm using this hand to grab things and hold them, because this is my semi-paralyzed hand. It's only got 80% use, 20% semi-paralysis, and I drop stuff all the time, as you just saw. I mean, I once picked up a lighter and tried to pick it up actually because I was just pawing at it like an animal with no fingers, and it just went and I knocked it onto the floor. So I grabbed another one, lit it, and then the next thing I knew, it went and went flying too. So it was like in 30 seconds I went and threw 2 lighters across the room because this bloody thing doesn't work right. So Oh yeah, this is another one by Reefer brand. It is the White. Now, I smoked a grape vape last night and fell asleep. Let's see if I can find this one. Oh, it didn't fall that far. Why am I using my right hand to hold things and pick things up at the same time? I go and I throw stuff around, and yet I still try and use this hand. 52 years of being predominantly, even though it's, I'm only, if you're +5 to be right-handed, -5 to be left-handed, and 0 you're right in the middle, I've been at a 1 my whole life. The fact that it's a 1 on the right side means that I still use this bloody, clumsy, awful thing without thinking to occasionally go and try to do stuff with, and then end up throwing it all over the place. For the win. Now, I've been a good 6 and some hours, so, like I said, it's cannabis time. Now, one thing that somebody suggested that I thought was really a cool idea is why not do a segment where I am reviewing cannabis. That's a pretty good idea. But right now, I'm going to finish talking while I'm toking because my back is killing me. I took a methadone, and it was the pain that finally woke me up at 7:30. Well, not 7:30, 7 o'clock-ish. It was the pain from my back that finally woke me up. So I got the methadone, and I need to take this. You get the damp. I always make that sound to make it seem as if I'm like trying to eat it or performing a really sloppy but enthusiastic blowjob. So. The White. Now, normal Americans smoke like this, but I've never been a smoker. And the few times that I've smoked like joints and stuff, back as a kid, I always smoked like this. So it's like more of a, now I always smoke things like this. I'm like either a European smoker or like a World War smoker, because, you're bracing it from the wind. Now, while my back is feeling better, what I want to do is this. I'm going to count out like 15 to 25 commenters and give shout outs. Because simple human recognition should not have to be a contest. Other sites and channels make it a contest just to get your name done. You've got to like so many videos and watch so many others and subscribe, and then that puts you into a pool, and then a random number chooses, and then that person gets a shout out, and that is such a pain. I just want to thank people. I don't want to make this a big, massive thing. Simple human contact. Thank you all so much. So, first off, Alexa Rodriguez, thank you so very, very much. And I'm not reading these comments. I just woke up and I'm just reading the names. So I'm going to go back through and read the comments. And that's cool. But still, Alexa Rodriguez. Now, if I mispronounce a name, it is no disrespect intended. I have trouble with normal names. If I didn't know what my name was, I wouldn't be able to pronounce it. And my name is easy. So, if I mispronounce your name, no disrespect intended. I promise. And Sergesh Dimitri, thank you so very, very much for your comments. It is greatly appreciated. And my apologies for coughing so much. Smoke, even cannabis, is an irritant. And even though cannabis smoke contains within it something that does protect your lungs, it does fight against cannabis. THC hates tumors. It actively hunts down and kills tumors in your body. Amazingly enough, the United States government has even acknowledged that, while saying that it's useless with no medicinal value. while they're discovering all the medicinal values for it. It's not anything but a political decision to keep it illegal federally in the United States. And Farhan Kamil, and I'm very sorry that I do not know how to pronounce that correctly. My sincere apologies, but thank you so much. And, oh wow, FFM.com, and that's fully written out. It's FFMDOTCOM. Thank you so very, very much. And Rob Martin, thank you very, very much for your comments. It is greatly appreciated. Oh, here's one. Here's one. You see, the 10% is still out in force. 10% of any group is absolute monsters that should not be allowed out in public. 10% of any group are absolute saints. They almost redeem the entire rest of the group, no matter how bad they are. Oh, it's still lit. 80% are just people. They're not saints, they're not sinners, they're just people. They're not trying to do anything but just enjoy themselves, have a good day, not cause any problems, and just, there they are. That 10%, though, the nasty 10%, is the most vocal of all the groups, though, because they're the ones that have nothing to do but sit around and think of bile and how to be cruel. Now, this person didn't have any time to be cruel. They just rattled off, "Fuck you, Jew." Okay, an insult like "fuck you, Jew" says so much more about you than it says about me. That you think, number one, being Jewish is an insult? That really says so much more about you than it says about me. Because there's nothing wrong with any ethnic heritage of any human being on the face of the planet. And the fact that you think there is really says a lot about you. And Batmon, M-O-N, thank you so very, very much. Blank Pursuit, thank you so very, very much for your comment. It is greatly appreciated. Oh, I'm gonna have to relight it. I went and let it die. Ah, the horror. Jesus. Excuse me. I've been a non-smoker for 52 of my 54 years, so my lungs still don't like smoke. Like Ethan Silvers, thank you so very, very much. It is greatly appreciated. And Cyrad, C-Y-R-A-D, thank you so very, very much. And Frank West, thank you so much. It is greatly, greatly appreciated. Of course, now I'm down to the dog end of it. And dog end is like one of those old-timey 50s phrases for when you rolled your own cigarette and you got down to the last bit of it that's all sort of damp and fit, you know, the nasty end where all the resin's been going through it. It really makes you cough. That's just your dog end. I'm smoking the dog end here. And so it's really making me cough. Like, oh, and I'm going to definitely, I have said this shout outs to you before, and I will continue to make shout outs as long as my eye continues to catch you in the comments. Justina Aquavita Metz, thank you so very much for the comments. It is greatly appreciated. Zach Beck, B-E-C-K, thank you so much, and it's Z-A-C-H, not Z-A-C-K. Thank you so greatly much. It is greatly appreciated. The Hyper Sloth. I love you guys' names. They are so inventive, so imaginative, and such wonderful ideas. The idea of a hyper sloth is pretty interesting. I mean, I only found out semi-recently that sloths only go to the bathroom like once a week, and they have to crawl out of the trees and go to the bathroom down on the ground. And not every sloth survives the trip down to just move its bowels. And it's like, the dog end. Oh, the dog end. And I am bored. Hello, and thank you so very much for your comment. Claudia Rudderham. I have to lean way forward to be able to see. My eyes are this eye, anything further away than the end of my arm, and I can't see it. This eye, I'm short-sighted. This eye, anything closer than my hand, I can't see it. I'm far-sighted in this eye. So I can see things far away and nothing close. I can see things close and nothing far away. And that would be great, except I got astigmatism too. So everything's blurry in the middle. The dog end is dead. But that's okay, because you know what? The dog end really makes me cough. But I feel so much better. My back does. My upper back does, actually. Now my lower back really hurts. I need to adjust my pillows here. You gotta love it. One or two more, like, Here Comes Mac. Thank you so very much. That's an interesting name. I like that one. Oh, and Bear Fox 30. Hi, Bear Fox 30. Bear Fox 30 actually sent me a picture of, now, I don't know if Bear Fox 30 is male or female, but Bear Fox 30 sent me a picture of one of their semi-recently deceased hamsters, a little girl called Penny, and it was such a cutie. So again, thank you very much for the picture, and thank you very much for the comment. One or two more, like Zayden, Xedden. Zayden, that's interesting. And I don't know how to pronounce that one, but it's Skyao. Wow. Thank you so very much for your comment. It is greatly appreciated. And then Hephaestus. Now, I look at a name like, what's that one up above there? It was like 4 or 5 letters, and I don't know how to pronounce it. Then there's Hephaestus, which is Hephaestus. And it's like, oh my God, how do you pronounce that? But it's like, oh, that's Hephaestus. So, how can you tell for names? Thank you all so very, very much. It is greatly appreciated for your comments. I wish I'd had time to write them all down before. It's like 17 minutes into this. I don't even have time to do my normal greetings. So I need to hurry up and get that done, because I would feel terrible not getting that done. I shut that down. Why did that happen? I do so much weird stuff when I'm sleeping. I wake up and I find tabs open and closed. I find programs opened. I jerk and do stuff as I'm falling asleep, so I'm always clicking and then dragging because I fall asleep while I'm doing things. And my body kicks and jerks, all that, because I stop breathing while I'm sleeping. I'm supposed to be wearing a sleeping mask when I sleep, but I don't have a set sleep time. I never know when I'm going to sleep. So I just fall asleep here, and then I stop breathing. And I don't have obstructive apnea. Nothing closes off, and then I'm trying to breathe that way, but it's closed off. I have central apnea, where your brain just forgets to tell your lungs to breathe. And so you just stop breathing. You go, and then you sit there for upward of a minute not breathing, your body going, hey, we need oxygen. We need oxygen. You think maybe you could... And then you're like this because you're running out of oxygen, and it's fun. I still jerk even when I'm wearing a mask because of that. Because with a sleep mask, all it is a variable high pressure hose always blasting air down your throat. So that even when, you got your mask, and literally it's a vacuum tube that comes out and it sprays air right into your mouth. Just try to sleep with a vacuum cleaner hose spraying air into your mouth. Very difficult. And when you can, you got to be careful because, it can shove air into your stomach. And then you wake up either burping or this horrible gas in your belly because all this air has been forced down into your stomach. yay on that too. So it's not easy and it's not fun. Sleep mask for the win. So, bom dia, dia gwit, labrit, hanyo seo, jean dobre, or less formally, chest, terra homocost, bari luz, gomarias, buenos dias, dia deed, boreda, yora gelb, matin va, buongiorno, dobre utro, bokertov, buno de manata, ohio, kamusta, gomorgan, ni hao, privyet, guten tag, kalimera, bonjour, god morgan, labas ritas, labdien, mesa olheli, merhaba, and of course, go forth and have the crack. Now, I do have some other names, greetings still coming up that I haven't yet finished getting the phonetics for. Soon, very soon. Thank you all so very much. And of course, the crack is, of course, just good food, good drink, good friends, not necessarily drugs, sex, or anything like that. Just good food, good drink with good friends. Doesn't even have to be alcoholic. Just drink you enjoy. Now, I've finally gotten it in and it's 21 minutes. The time got away from me so fast. I need to get this rendered and hopefully people are at least going to watch a little bit. This is longer than normal. I'm so very sorry. You take care. Have a great day. I'm going to have some reactions done. Hopefully at least one game video. I don't know. But you take care. Have a great day. I will see you on the flip side. And that, my friend, is a very good thing. See you. Take care. Oh, someone said that I should need to start to say this, not because people forget, but hey, if you could press the like button for me, that would be awesome. Even if you press the dislike button, which I hope you don't, but even that's interaction and YouTube rewards interaction. So if you could like me or dislike, up to you, that would be awesome. And hey, could you hit the subscribe button and possibly subscribe? You take care, have a great day, and I will see you.